Hello guys, welcome back. This is Sathonan here on the Daily Grind. If you like the channel, subscribe, leave a comment. If you don't like the channel, leave a comment and tell me how I can improve the channel. This is DC Legends for today, and I dropped down. Where can I show you? I dropped down a lot of places since I was not interested in the prices for the previous weeks, and I'm trying to slowly climb my way back up to get at least 50 shards for Larfleeze. I don't need 50. It's like maybe with a 25 I'll be able to rank him to Legendary 3, but I don't have him built up, so it's not a concern really. But I just wanted to show you because some guys believe that only the newbies have problems climbing back up from the bottom of the leaderboard. I'm below 1200 trophies right now, and even though I'm gear 11, the game is throwing me a lot of gear 11 teams my way. For example, the only advantage you have when you're geared up and on the lower levels or the lower ranks is that you face very easy teams that have no synergy and don't work well together. I don't know why this guy decided to rank up to Legendary 5, the core team that the game gives you when you are a newbie. Probably on attack it's working out, but in defense, really the only guy that is going to give you trouble is Batman, Caped Crusader, maybe. And it really depends, because the rest you just blow up. So I accelerate Salt here, so he takes his turn before, and goodbye Batman. That's about it. That's that for this team. And as you can see, I didn't even lose my turn really. That's one of the problems with Power Girl, Wonder Girl Cassie. I mean, I get mixed them all up. Let's do this. And yeah, maybe Green Arrow could be a problem, but really only if you let him. But even at Legendary 5 and full gear 11, that's not the best team to make. And this is probably somebody who already stopped playing. Because it's not a bad team, don't misunderstand me, but it's just not... if you're not gear 11, you're gonna have trouble beating a team like that. Because I keep reading in the forums, and there is this weird notion that gearing up is bad, and not really. The problem lies in the fact that if you stay just below full gear 11 at level 70, you will get way more points than you should be able to get, and your life is easier if you stay at what we call gear 10.5. It makes your life a lot easier. I'm gonna skip this, because you will get a lot of 20-point fights that are not completely impossible to beat, because, for example, I'm already past that. Even if I don't gear up my newer characters to full, I no longer get 20-point fights. And if I ever get a 20-point fight, my usual team is around 29,000 power. So I will have to face a team of full Legendary 5, full Gear 11, full level 80, completely maxed out, that was above 31,000 points in power before I get a, a 20-point fight. So, comparatively speaking, a guy who stays at level 70 and gear 10.5 is gonna be around 27,000 power. So any team that he faces that is at least 28 or 29,000 points of power is gonna give him a 20.5. And the problem is that they don't even have to fight for the 20 points. They just have to one start the fight, and then they are going to get 13 points per fight. So if I spend 10 energy points, and even if I win all my fights at 3 stars, I'm gonna get around between 60 and 90 points or trophies per 10 energy spent. Whereas since they get mostly 20 points fights, they are going to be making between 90 to 130, but they can potentially make with those same 10 PvP energy points, they are able to score up to 200 trophies. So it's not that leveling up is bad. Leveling up your gear makes your life a lot easier. Like, ever since this started, there's the same question in the forums every month. How do I beat this node 21, 22, or the last node of the monthly event, because my team is not coding it? Whereas if these people have their teams built up right, they will be able to cruise through the content. But really, the only drawback from gearing up is getting less points on PvP, and you have to spend gold to catch up with people. Even if you are max level, you have to spend gold to catch up with people that have worse characters than you have. That's the problem. That's the problem with PvP, and that's something that has made me, well, completely skip this thing for a couple of weeks, since I'm not interested in the tunes that have been made available, like the Wally West, the original Wally West Flash. I didn't even compete in that week. It was like, yeah, whatever. Didn't even get a single shard for that guy. Because I'm swimming, even though I'm a free player, I'm swimming in green guys. And that Flash wasn't adding anything to the teams that I could possibly use. And there you go. Like, this looks, I think this team is gear 10. So it's an unfair advantage I have. But that's the thing, I'm a free player, and I gear up a couple of tunes every month, except the last month I didn't. I only built one, and as such now I'm rolling in gold, and that is going to help me if I decide to build up another character. So I can build up 3 for the next month now, because I have the gold necessary to do that. And it's one of the reasons I don't understand when people say that gearing up is hard. Because it's not hard, it's boring and it costs gold. That's all there is to gearing up characters in this game. You have to spend gold if you want to make that happen within 1 month. I have already posted guides here on YouTube that explain how to tackle the different events with just the free characters that you're given. That you don't even need a legendary character or a legendary team to finish the events for the materials. And once you get your node 4, that's really all you need. Reaching node 4 of all the events. And then you are able to gear up your characters to whatever you like as fast as you want and the characters you want. And that's one of the reasons I made the guides using exclusively characters that you get for free. Because yes, once you have your characters geared up, you can pretty much solo whatever. Like now that I have the Gear 11 Reds, of course, I'm just gonna check out because I really want to finish Arsenal. And I need material grade 2, yeah, and a couple of ones. I'm gonna show you anyways, because once you reach gear 10 once you reach gear 10, this is pointless. You only need one character with gear 10, whoever, and you're going to finish these events. But now that I have gear 11s available, I can do pretty much whatever I want with the events. For example, one team I use, even though my Vexing is only gear 10 and I think Two-Face is not even gear 9, but the Castaway is gear 10 and Deadshot is gear 11. This goes real fast. And once you reach that point where you have at least one character with gear 10, you can start playing the game in Odo and just watch TV or something while you grind, which apparently is something that people doesn't want to do. I would love to have a game mode like this, and I'm gonna make a quick video afterwards about one of the other games I'm playing, the one of the Knights of the Zodiac, because their material events are way more engaging. You end up playing them in automatic too, and I had to reformat my phone and install DC Legends again. This is why it's taking a couple of seconds to load the stage. But you have 10 different levels, for example, instead of just 5, and there are certain, I'm gonna put this on automatic just so you see how fast this goes with a well-built team once they are all gear 10. And the thing with the Knights of the Zodiac game is that you have to meet certain criteria before you are able to put the game on automatic. For example, you have to finish the mission in less than 7 turns. You have to end up with at least half health on all your characters. You have to what's one of the other conditions, because they change depending on the level of the event, and that's what makes them more engaging. Like for example, have at least over there you use teams of 6. Have at least half your team survive. And once you meet all the criteria, then you are able to play the game on automatic, which doesn't mean that you're going to win every time. It just means that you don't have to input any commands while you fight. The other difference over there that makes it faster or have a better quality of life is that it allows you to tackle the material events in chunks of 10. Once you unlock automatic play, you can let the game play 10 rounds automatically, or you lose. One of the two conditions have to be met. You have energy to play the event 10 times in a row, or if your team loses, it kicks you out of the event and you have to enter it manually. That's one of the reasons I have also been playing less DC Legends now. Again, not that this is a bad game. DC Legends is a very good game, but it's showing its design limitations and a complete unwillingness from the developers to assess these problems and try to make their product, because that's the end line, this is a product. They are not making the product meet the current times availability of modes and health and quality of life that other games are offering. And let me tell you that I have tried a lot of other turn-based games that are developed in the United States, Europe, and Asia. And what I'm talking about is not something exclusive to the Knights of the Zodiac game, because it has other types of limitations. For example, the upgrading skills requires you to have another copy of your character available, and you only get your characters through shards very slowly. There is no way to farm them unless they are on a limited list, or you have shards for what we use rings. The equivalent over there you can get through shards, but you can only get like 3 per day, and that's being super grindy with the game. Like if you stay locked on all day grinding, you may get 3 shards of a ring per day, and you need a whole month to get 1 ring, and level 3 skills require 2 rings, and level 4 skills require 3 rings, and level 5 skills require 4 rings. So if you're only going to use rings in the other game, you have to grind for about a year if you want to do that for free, or hope that your summons work out in your favor and you get several copies of the same character. All right, so yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with PvP, and I'm done with my dailies. And I'm just farming Heroic Node 8, which is something that you have to do if you want to have enough essence in DC Legends to pay for everything. Right now I have again enough essence to level up 2 tombs from scratch, starting from level 1. Now I just have to get the essence, the experience agent. Well, that's it for today's video. There is nothing to do. I'm going to make a video on the Hour of the Beast event that starts in 1 week, and tomorrow night on Friday I'm going to be uploading the last 4 notes of the second part of the event for Black Lightning, which is a character I am really enjoying quite a lot. Even though I don't have him geared up yet, I have him at 9, and he might be my last Gear 11 edition latest not my last, because he's not going to be the last character I gear up to 11. I want to do Firestorm too. But my latest gear 11 character, because he is pretty much the only healer that energy characters get. So I'm going to try some stuff with him. I'm not using Great Agent anymore, even though I could. I have enough. Bring him to 70, for example, because it's going to cost too much, almost 7 million. I can reduce that to maybe 4, and it's going to be better. But that will be on Saturday, or however long it takes. But yeah, I'm liking him. I don't believe in building orders, but I can tell you that don't take the bioelectrical counter as your first upgrade. Take either Supercharge or Electric Blast. Either of these two first, like 3-2 or 2-3, doesn't make a difference. But start like 1-2-3 and then 4, because his 5 is very, very situational. You have to have a teammate with less than half health, then it has to heal them with a true heal, and then it reduces the cooldown of this move, Supercharge, that is already a 2-turn cooldown, so it's kind of pointless. Because he heals a lot. I mean, the chances... Not that this doesn't work, because it could become handy in an emergency. But in reality, you are not going to have more than one teammate at less than half health for more than one round. So this could be useful if it was maybe a 3 or 4 cooldown on the Supercharge, and this helped to bring it back to 1. But it's already on a 2-turn cooldown, so you use the Supercharge, you wait 1 turn, and then you can use it again. So really, his 5th upgrade is kind of pointless. I'm gonna try this next. Double damage on his basic if Black Lightning is overhealed, because this goes very well. It runs very well. I have tried it, and at low level it works, so I have to bring Enchantress up too. But with an Enchantress leader, it's going to be very, very fun having a double damage, because between both of them, they stay overhealed pretty much the whole match, and that's another reason for not upgrading Black Lightning's 5th skill. Anyways, that's all for this video. I invite you again to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, and stay tuned for the coming videos. This was Sothonan on the Daily Grind. We'll meet again next time, and in the meantime, keep grinding on.